We're here at 10 Avenue Georges V, where French couturier Stephane Rolland is expecting us.
Wow.
Do you like this dress?
Yeah, I like the dress. I think I recognize the dress. You look like Debbie Harris, no? It's a little bit rock and roll. I like it. Who is the designer? No, you don't remember?
No.
I think I know.
So, here's the deal. I'll sit here and harass you with questions about how and where and when and why you designed this collection.
It's a long, long question.
What was the essence of this collection?
My inspiration comes most of time from modern art and contemporary art. And each season there is new artists which adds some inspiration in my work.
Which artists would those be?
One of my favorite is Zaha Hadid. Zaha is one of the greatest architects nowadays. I love, for example, the work as well from Ron Arad. I try to discover all the time new artists, and what is important for me is the mixity. Yeah, so I absorb some things, and I develop, and I project it on my work.
You often refer to sculpture. How is your work similar to that of a sculptor?
It's true that it influenced me a lot. And what I love in the sculptures is the strong effect of the volumes. I remember I was in New York and I saw an apartment, and the wall, it was totally 70s, but it was crazy. It was like a sculpture, and this sculpture became a dress. You're really too cute in this dress.
I feel quite like a sculpture, and in fact it's quite white and very...
Yeah, a delicate sculpture. It's exactly the reproduction of the wall of the apartment in New York. It became very, very soft, very delicate, very romantic. And it's very architectural in the meantime, you know. It's like if the dress is in marble. It's pure, chic, timeless. I love when the dresses are a little bit timeless. I love the white on you, it fits you. The same work has been done in different fabrics to have a different effect. And I think one of the most delicate was done in crepe, with the pearls inside, just a bit shiny. And you can see it's very delicate, you know, it's not aggressive, as I told you sooner. And you know, in Middle East you find sometimes what we call zellige. And it's a new modern zellige with an inspiration from the 70s and coming from New York. So you see, it's really international. I love this dress on you. You know, when I was talking about the sculptures and the ribbons, it's exactly that. And you see the work, and I turn you as a statue. And yeah, and I love it. I love really, for me, when I'm talking about the volumes and the sculpture, it's exactly this. And the curves of Richard Serra's sculptures. If you see the works of Richard Serra, you can see my work on the dress as well.
Referring to Richard Serra, his exhibition, Matter of Time, there is a sense of rhythm often in your work, rhythm and harmony.
Yeah, there is a rhythm. It's like in the music partition. It's exactly that. I think you speak more in the easiest way of my collection than myself. You have, first of all, the gray called colors, and the warmer with the camel cashmere. And you see that in all my collection with the painting effects.
So you'd be referring to the hot and cold, such as the ensemble pantalon?
Yeah, it's really the colors of the hairs, the natural tones actually.
What I always love about these dresses is that you often use very luminous fabrics and diamond stones, things that capture light.
Yeah, it captures light, you're right. I love diamonds actually. I want you to imagine that you're just living from Cartier or from Mary Winston with many diamonds, and it's just embroidered on your dress, you know.
Which is your favorite fabric?
Ganza, Gazar. The Gaza, I used it for my black dresses at the finale of the show. And I love the crepe as the dress you're wearing because the crepe follow your silhouette. And the other fabric I use more and more is the jersey.
So, eternal black?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something of a diva or the cinema?
How do you feel? Like a diva?
Yes, maybe.
You can be a kind
modern.
of, no? Kind of diva, new diva, cute diva, by the way.
It's a small diva. But
Marilyn Monroe was very short, you know.
I feel better now. But your long dresses, they're very dramatic in a way. At the end of the show, you had about 16 black dresses in the final shot.
The third thing I wanted to express is to make it like a painting, you know, like a photo. With, yeah, and with just black group girl with one white line, who is the bride at the end. This is exactly what I was looking for.
And what would this interesting sculpture be?
This sculpture is my first one, and I'm trying to find the time to finish the other sculptures in metal to prepare an exhibition in Paris and in other foreign countries. And I'm also preparing an exhibition of photos, but I'm so late.
A new feature was the launch of the bag, the Talitha, and the evening purse, the Morella.
I wanted to make 2 handbags, one for the day, one for evening, totally timeless, basic, which you can use forever, easy to wear, practical, a little bit sportswear, and in the meantime very sophisticated, very modern, very chic, and really exquisite because it's only gold and crocodile. So, but I will develop with more lower cost. I mean, more. How do you say? Plus facile à vendre, more easy to sell, you know, and
accessible.
Accessible line. The big one, the name is Talita because it's in tribute to Talita Getty, and who was really an icon of the 70s. And the small bag is a tribute to Marella Agnelli.
Photograph, I believe it was inspired from...
I've done the photograph of I've done, yeah, it's amazing. One with the Balenciaga dress.
They're also available in 25 colors?
Yeah, more or less. I want to keep them very exclusive. So I made special orders. So you can choose the color of the gold part, if you want with diamonds or without diamonds, black diamonds, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, whatever. I mean, you really customize your bag.
After the bags, maybe shoes or perfume? What's next?
I think next will be certainly jewelry and perfume, I think, for sure, but later. I think it's a bit too soon. But it's the dream of my life to have my perfume.
This is Louise Kissa for NETV.